Hello everyone and welcome back to Freedom Through Confidence. My name is Ben and in this video today I want to share with you how to establish good habits in your life. Now there is no secret in self-improvement that habits are one of the greatest ways to accelerate your self-improvement journey, and when it comes to confidence it really is no difference. Creating the right habits for your life and eliminating your bad habits is one of the fastest ways to accelerate your personal growth. So in this video I'm going to be sharing with you a few quick tips on exactly how to set great habits, how to create great habits, and how to structure them in a way that it makes them easier than ever before to both start and then to stick to for a very, very long time. So when it comes to creating habits and when it comes to self-improvement as a whole, the temptation is always to just throw yourself into it 100% straight away, all in, because it's exciting at the beginning of your self-improvement journey, or anytime you have some kind of renewal of motivation. You want to go all in. You want to put massive action in to make the fastest impact in your life possible. And when it comes to habits, this is very much the wrong approach. And the reason for that is because of something that I call snapback. You might have heard it described in other ways, such as in dieting. You might have heard of yo-yo dieting, where somebody throws themselves all in into a new dieting plan and they go at it for about 3 weeks, they lose a bunch of weight and then they come off of it and all that weight comes back on plus more. That is a very widely understood example of what I call the snapback effect. So you have to think of establishing new habits like stretching a rubber band, and if you just get a rubber band and you stretch it out as far as you can, immediately what's going to happen is that it is going to snap and you're probably going to get a painful stinging hand or wrist or something like that. But if you want to stretch a rubber band out to kind of massive lengths, then you don't just pull it. You have to go through almost like a little process in order to stretch out a rubber band to its maximum length. You have to have it warmed up and then you have to stretch it slowly over time and let it go back and stretch it slowly a little bit more and a little bit more until you have stretched that out to the same length that you might have tried from the beginning, but this time it won't break and you'll be able to stretch it even further and even further and even further. Now, I'm not entirely sure how helpful that analogy is, so let me explain this in a practical sense. And what I also should say is that the best book out there on habits is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I read it a few months ago. It is the reason why I have changed my approach on building habits and maintaining them, and some of the ideas I'm sharing with you in this video I have taken inspiration from that book because I've been applying them to my life and they've been really working for me. So in the past, what would happen is that I would try to establish a bunch of different habits all at once. I would try to start meditating and then exercising and eating right and journaling and working on my business and making sure that I stay in contact with my family and making sure that I'm going out and meeting new interesting people and all this stuff, trying to establish so many good habits to change my life. And what would happen is that I would completely overload myself, and one by one those habits would drop off and drop off and drop off until none remained, and I would end up kind of just feeling a little bit like a failure. And what James Clear suggests in the book Atomic Habits is to start with baby steps, and it means starting with just one habit and for a very short time. Now let's say that you want to start a meditation practice and you eventually want to be meditating for, let's say, an hour a day. If you try and just start off with an hour a day, maybe you'll get it the first day, maybe the second, but by the time the third and the fourth day have come around, you might find it more and more difficult and then the habit will break. So what he suggests instead is starting instead on day one with just 1 minute of meditation. And that sounds so short, especially since the majority of people in self-improvement tend to be overachievers, where you want to do a whole lot and you want to do it all now because it's exciting and it's amazing, it's inspiring, and just settling for just doing something that could be potentially life-changing for just 1 minute a day feels almost pointless, and it feels almost insulting. But believe me, it's so much easier to establish a habit in that way by just starting with 1 minute a day and doing that for as long as it takes for you to be comfortable with that 1 minute of meditation, doing it for at least a week. And even then, not just bumping it up after that to the full hour, then bumping it up to 2 minutes and doing that for another week, or maybe another 2 weeks. And then bumping that up to maybe 3 minutes for another week or so, and then 5 minutes, and slowly increasing that time more and more and more and more. But in the meantime, you've got all this momentum that is built up behind that. You've got this habit that you have been forming since day one, when you started with just 1 minute a day. And I've been doing this since roughly about November, and it's helped me to start to develop my own meditation practice, which is something that I've wanted to do for many years. And in fact, over the last 3 months or however long it's been, I've only missed 1 day of meditation in the morning, and that was because I was running extremely late to work and I woke up so very late. So I missed that 1 day, but I was straight back on it the next day. And building that habit has been so easy. And I've also been able to build up a habit of exercising in the morning and journaling in the exact same way, just starting off with 1 minute and then increasing when you feel comfortable, but giving yourself enough time to establish that small habit, at least a week, maybe 2 weeks. And the thing is, if the idea is that you want to build this as a habit for the rest of your life, then it doesn't really matter if you're only spending a minute doing it now, or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, because eventually within a few months or maybe a year, you will have that meditation practice where it will be a habit of meditating for 1 hour a day. You will have found the way that works best for you, and you will have that habit firmly established and firmly rooted in your life if you have the patience to start with just the smallest thing and establish that habit. And it works with every other habit as well. As I said, I've used this to establish a habit not just of meditation, but of journaling in the mornings and also exercising. And I'm going to be adding more on and adding more time as well as time goes on. So that's it. That is the big secret of how to establish great habits and maintain them over the long run. I hope you have found this video useful. If you have done, make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to let me know what your thoughts and questions are in the comment section down below. And of course, make sure that you are subscribed to Freedom Through Confidence for more videos like this on a regular basis. Make sure to check out the Atomic Habits book by James Clear. And of course, if you are new to the channel and you want to be able to kickstart your confidence, make sure to click the first link down in the description below. And that will give you access to a free short course on how to double, triple, 5x or even 10x your confidence, and you can start to create the life of your dreams from there. If you are looking to start coaching, or if you're looking for guidance and mentoring, make sure that you head down to the Work With Me section of the description in this video and contact me to arrange a discovery call where we will find out whether or not confidence coaching is the right deal for you, and we can start to work together to accelerate your life towards greater levels of confidence and truly creating the life of your dreams. But otherwise, thank you very much for making it all the way to the end of this video, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos here on this channel very soon.